Hey everyone, so this is my lovely client Gemma. She's come back in and is going to go for a nice deep red. Previously she had CJP's Perfect Peach. So I have debulked the previous product right down, and I'm going to prep the regrowth ready to fill with the crystal glass. I'm dehydrating and then I'll prime. I like to prime twice. Let that dry and then go in with CJP's crystal glass. That gives me a nice platform because I'm going to go in afterwards with Glam and Glits's Blend Collection mugshot, which is a real deep red. So when she comes back to me, she's not going to want the same stuff. So I can debulk again, back down to that base layer, no soaking that red off, and we're good to go again for a Christmas set. But yeah, prep is key. Prep is everything. I'm not going to go over it too much, I think, but I will bang on about how blooming important it is. And like I try and say to people, you can try and claw back 5 minutes. Oh, I'll just do that and I'll do this. Don't try and claw back 5 minutes, right? Do what you've got to do to make that nails last, because they're not, if they're done right the first time, that base layer ain't coming off again. No soaking off, no messing about. You're just going to infill the regrowth. But if you do try and claw back 5 minutes and you fuck it up and you've missed something, Susan is not going to tell you first, is she? She's going to go down the chippy and she's going to tell Brenda, and Brenda's going to talk to Carol down the working man's, and they're all going to slag you off, and then Susan will come back to you. And that 5 minutes that you clawed back, you're going to have to redo the whole bloody set. So what's the point? It doesn't matter how long you're taking, is it? As long as that set looks bloody lush at the end, everyone's happy. Most importantly, Susan's happy. And for me, thankfully, Gemma is not a Susan. Gemma's lovely. So she has got this lovely mugshot from Glam and Glitz. I go in at the cuticle. Make sure that my nails are facing downwards, because gravity is your best mate. He's going to drag that product down. So I'm not worried about where that product's going when I first place it. When I first place that bead, I pop it on. I then change the angle of my brush. I come behind it and I'm going to, you'll watch now, ready? I'm going to tap behind the bead, cuticle, wipe down the side. Tap behind the bead, wipe down the other side. Not thinking about where the product's going down the middle, because if gravity's doing its thing, which, you know, it's kind of done it since the world began, it's just going to drag that product down for me. So I need to focus on the evil areas that are going to catch my ass out and show my shitty nail out. So cuticle, sidewalls, get them down, get them flush, get them really nice, and the rest, well, you know, the rest just kind of falls into place. Ted.
Okay,
shh.
let's go.
We're in bed watching. What are we watching, Ted?
Huh?
What are we watching?
I don't know.
Nor me. It's a bit trippy, but it's nice. It's right. So back to the nails. So here I've got Gold Leaf from Glitterarty. Because my red was still quite wet, I had pre-cut my Gold Leaf and it was there in front of me waiting. Whilst the acrylic's still wet, with my wet brush, I can just dab that Gold Leaf straight into the acrylic. If it did start to dry out, another little bit of clear acrylic, squish it on the nail, and I keep going until I'm really happy with my placement. I do this with my glitters as well. I will arse about, just moving tiny bits, picking up like teeny tiny pieces, just to make it look, you know, just so it's right. And I'm quite finicky like that, but I don't think it's a bad thing, making sure, you know, it's perfect. So I did this on the middle finger and the ring finger, and the rest were just the red. And then I go in and encapsulate all of it in crystal glass, even the red ones that haven't got anything on. I just like to do it because otherwise when I go in my file, because I work quite thin, I cut the red, I'll cut it out and it'll all be weird. So I always like to encapsulate all of my colours with crystal glass, just to protect it all. So if you've enjoyed this one, please give me a thumbs up and some comments. I love reading all the really nice stuff you guys have been saying, because it is really nerve-wracking putting yourself out there, but so far you've all been really nice. Sorry, Ted, am I keeping you up?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, mate. Maybe you should not get up 7 times in the night, hey? Try sleeping at night. Works for me, dude. So yeah, thank you. You've all been so lovely. It's just been really nice to read, and hopefully I've replied to everybody, because I appreciate you guys taking the time to say lovely things to me, and I just want to give it back and say thank you to you. If you like my videos, this one's a nice short sassy set, very different to what I've done with the other two, but they are so cute. I could bite them. I won't, because there literally will be nothing left of Gemma's nails because they're that short. But you know, I'm gonna do mine because they are looking shocking. And I'm gonna go for, I think, like an Ice Queen kind of white Christmassy kind of set. So if you want to see that, click subscribe, and hopefully that'll be up soon. Have a great day, everyone. Happy weekend. Hope you enjoy it. Love you. Bye.